So, I wanted to go back to progressivism, something that we touched upon earlier in our conversation. And it sounds as if progressivism in the service of collectivism has taken hold in our legal system, essentially working as a handmaiden of the technocratic state. And you've argued this in several of your recent writings. The question really is, as believers in individual liberty and originalists, as in interpreting the Constitution as it was written, how do we reclaim our freedoms in such a context?
Yes, this is the question, Rupa. It's the question that we're all asking ourselves. What do you do when the institutions in your society seem to have adopted a completely different philosophy than the one that you believe your society is built on?
Yeah.
And if I had an easy answer to that, I'd be shouting it from the rooftops, and I really don't. But first, I mean, the first reality is that it's really got to come from the people. And part of the problem during these past 2 years is, I mean, in addition to the problem that the technocrats have taken over, in addition to the problem that the courts don't seem to care, in addition to the problem that the public health officials have been given more power than they deserve, and so on, the real problem is that a whole bunch of people, a very large portion of the population, seem to be fine with it and wanted more of it and complain when the restrictions are taken off. I mean, this is the central problem. And so there's a lot of educating to do, a lot of talking to do, a lot of trying to get people out of the trance that they seem to be in. And I'm not sure that very much will happen before that happens, because many of our institutions are built upon and think that they're following public opinion, public sentiment, as opposed to pushing against it. And until they do have to push against it, I'm not sure that they will feel compelled to change the path that they're on.